짜라잔. 카레를 만들어 보입시다. 코코넛 오일 좀 넣어주고, 냄새 좋다. 따라라. 맛있겠다. 따라라. 떼르떼 떼르르떼르르떼 떼르르떼르르르 혼자를 살게요. 카레 왜 이렇게 잘 돼? 너무 많이 넣었네? 야, 이거 완전 고기 엄청 많게. 술 부르셨어요. 기절했어. 아야야야. 으아. 야, 고기가 진짜 절반이네요. 고기가 절반. 대학생 때 잠깐 그 동아리 방에서 이거 잠깐 할 때 그때 카레를 이걸 해줬어야 되는데, 아유, 아깝다. 네. 카레를 해줬어야지. 제일 대학생들이 가성비가 좋은 음식인데, 감자는 이렇게 썰어서 물로 씻어서 전분을 빼주고, 예. 이 전분, 예. What the fuck? 어휴. 전분이 묻으니까 안 쓸리네. 내가 칼질을 그렇게 잘하지는 않거든요. 근데 요리할 만큼만 딱 합니다. 취미로 하는 게 좋은 것 같아요. 아침에 일어나서 그냥 어우. 또 뭐 있나요?
마늘 조금 더 맛있어.
오, 많이 감사합니다. 감사합니다.
됐어.
네. 아이고.
담배가 너무 많은 것 맞나?
아니, 다 많아요. 이거 갖고 안 될 것 같은데요. 네. 아주 진하게 먹을 것 같아요. 예. 네. 전분이 나오고 칼이 잘 안 쓸려요. 예. 근데 아니 이런 불순분자들이 튀어나와 있나. 불순분자. 아 차가워. 오씨. 진짜 많다. 요 카레 진짜 많은데. 좀 세게. 아이고. 실제로 이렇게 좀 많이 긁어낸 것 같지만 얼마 안 됩니다. 진짜 많다. 옛날에 프로젝트 때는 진짜 양파 진짜 많이 썰었는데 양파가 볶음 음식 하기에 되게 좋더라고요. 아직도 생각나는 게 그 시장에 가면요, 그 중국에 한 명이 있었는데 장사하는 애가 진짜 열정적으로 막 목소리 높여가면서 물건 팔고 막 그랬던 거 기억이 나요. 유학생인지 뭐 하는 애인지 모르겠는데 아무튼 걔는 참 어떻게 살고 있나 궁금하네. 약간 나처럼 약간 선머슴 같은 애였네. 약간 좀 이제 카레 그 들어간 재료들의 색깔이 조금씩 납니다 이제. 재료가 거의 90%까지 올라왔네요. 근데 이게 열 좀 받고 나면 좀 깔아앉는데요. 그래도 뭐 엄청 많네. 진짜 많네. 어이구 깜짝이야. 이래서 양파를 싫어해. 땡땡한 것들은 잘 잘리는데
So how do we know God is indescribable? And He is indescribable. This is not
oh
the
no.
indescribable tour because Chris
Oh
has
no.
a song named Indescribable.
안 돼.
This is the indescribable tour because the song is about a God who truly
됐다.
is indescribable. There are hardly enough words. What is up with you people, by the way? You're the shouters back there in the Dancing Generation song. I like you people. Yeah. Are here tonight to worship. This is an amazing song. A God who is indescribable. You say, well, how do you know that? All you have to do is walk outside on a dark night and look up into the sky, and you will know when you look up that this God we're worshiping tonight is beyond our wildest dreams. The scripture says, I love the way the psalmist wrote this. He said, the heavens are telling the glory of God. In other words, they're not just up there, twinkle, twinkle, little star. They're on display, and they are shouting back down to all of us who look their way, saying, God is amazing. He is indescribable, incredible, bigger than you've ever dreamed of. He's greater than your biggest prayer, the biggest step of faith you've ever taken. This God is amazing. All you have to do is look up. And the scripture says the heavens are telling the glory of God. The sky
이게 오히려
declares the work of his hands. Day after
기름을 많이 쓰는 것 같은데
they pour
진짜 조금
forth
쓰는
faith.
겁니다.
Night after night, they tell us what they know. And they're telling us tonight, don't count him out and don't sell him short. because
볶는데
God
사실상 진짜 많이 쓰는데 기름을
ginormous. He is greater than
괜찮습니다.
every thought we've ever had of him. And they're like a billboard who tells us that every single day. The scripture is so simple. I love it. I love science too. But the scripture says, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. I love that. Some people think it was a big bang. I'm okay with that too. I think when God created the heavens and the earth, it was a fairly large bang. I think there was quite an event going on when God created the heavens and the earth. And that's no knock on science, because I think we're all on the same path here to discover this mystery of creation. A few verses later it says, and God said, let there be light, and there was light. Of course there was. If that's what God asked for, that's what God got. And when he wanted light, he got light. And the universe came into existence, and it's massive. We don't even know how big it is. We always call it the known universe. In other words, translation, we haven't built a big enough telescope yet to see exactly what is out there that God has created. But every time we build a bigger telescope, we're wowed once again that it's bigger than we thought. There's more amazing stuff out there that we've never seen. And God out just laughing all over again, going, yeah, congratulations. Is that all you got? All right. Well, go back and build a bigger one. And when you come back, I'll show you something else that you haven't seen yet. He must be up there going, come on, work on it faster. Build it faster. I got stuff up here that will blow your mind. Scientists are stumped. One of their dilemmas is they think there must be more
많이 내려갔죠, 그래도.
planets in the universe. And one of the arguments, I think it's a great argument, the argument is if the universe is just simply a habitation for you and me, it's way oversized, to which I go right on to that. I think it might be a little too big if it's just a home for you and for me. But what if the primary purpose
브로콜리.
of the universe is not to be a
브로콜리.
home for you and me? What if its primary purpose is to show off the splendor and the majesty and the greatness and the glory of the God who created it all? If the universe is not too big at all, the universe is just about right size, after all. Light came out of the mouth of God. I hear people say things all the time that they don't think about. They're like, I would like to have been there when God created the world.
그렇지.
You wouldn't want to be there when God created the world. You would not have wanted to be there the day He said, let there be light. Because when He opened His mouth, light came flying out of the mouth of God, traveling 186,000 miles a second. That's the speed of light. In case you weren't paying attention back in middle school, light travels 186,000 miles a second. You're like, oh my goodness, that's faster than we came up the Hardy Toll Road to get here tonight. I mean, that's moving on. Absolutely. It's so fast that a beam of light can circle the Earth 7 times every second. It's flying. And it came out of the mouth of God going that speed. You wouldn't want to be standing there in that moment when He opened His mouth and light came screaming out of His mouth, a blazing glory like nothing we've ever seen or comprehended, going faster than we've ever imagined. And when He did, the universe just lit up. Scripture says, by the word of the Lord, the heavens were made. The starry host by the
Sorry,
breath
sorry,
of His
no.
mouth. We live in a little subdivision in the universe called the Milky Way Galaxy. In case you didn't know, that's where you live. Some of you are thinking you live in Shady Grove. No, you're living in the Milky Way Galaxy. That's your subdivision in the universe, a very big universe that we have to use something called a light year to get around there. You say, well, what's a light year? Well, that's how fast light travels in 1 year. And we know it's flying 186,000 miles a second. So if light goes 186,000 miles a second for a whole year, it goes 5.88 trillion miles in a year. And that's the measurement, or one of the main measurements we use to get around in the universe that God has created. That's how big it is. The foot, not going to help you in God's universe. The yard, of no value to you whatsoever in God's universe. The mile, insignificant. The kilometer, man,
안 돼, 떨어졌다.
getting around in God's universe. We have to use a ruler that is 5.
계속 너무 돼.
네, 괜찮아요. 아니, 많이 익었어요. 어차피,
하다가 보니까
예. 이 정도면, 완전 거의 다 익었네.
As grand as we made them out to be. I love this quote. It's from Neil Armstrong, the first man who walked on the moon. He grabs this thought when he says, I remember on the way home on Apollo 11, it suddenly struck me that tiny pink, pretty and blue was the Earth. I put my thumb up and shut one eye, and my thumb blotted out planet Earth. Listen to his conclusion. He said, but I didn't feel like a giant. I felt very, very
small.
I think the psalmist got it right when he said, when I look at your heavens, the work of your fingers, the moon and the stars that you have set in place, what is man that you are mindful of him, or the Son of Man that you care for him? 1977, we launched a spacecraft called Voyager on a one-way mission to take images of planets and our own solar system. And 13 years later, Valentine's Day 1990, scientists from the JPL sent a message to Voyager and said, before you go any further, turn around and take one last panoramic snapshot of all the planets you visited. By now, Voyager is 3.7 billion miles away from the Earth. It's traveling 40,000 miles an hour away from the sun. and it turns around and takes a series of
Yeah.
photos. Obviously, you can't get one wide-angle shot of Uranus and Neptune,
맞아요.
Saturn, and the planets in its vision.
Yeah.
So it takes a succession of 60 images. And it starts to send the images back to Earth. Each image, 640,000 pixels in every one of the 60 images. You say, what's a pixel? It's that little tiny dot that makes up a photograph. And 3.7 billion miles away, the pixels are taking 5.5 hours each to make it back to the Earth. 60 images, 640,000 pixels in each image, 5.5 hours for each pixel to make it back to the Earth. And you think you have dial-up problems at the house, okay? That is a massive dial-up problem.
아이고.
And it takes months for the image to come back. And when it does, it absolutely stuns astronomers. Very famous picture, floored me the first time I saw it. The image that came to us, once it was put in a composite form from 3.7 billion miles away, famous image called the pale blue dot. You're like, excuse me, did I miss something? We waited several months to get that back. Those are the ones I throw away at the Walmart. You know, you go through the back and you're like, oh no, I have my thumb over the lens on that. Majesty of God is hanging out in the universe that he made, reflecting back to him his glory tonight and how amazing he is. It's an amazing thing. Here's a shot of it in case you didn't know what you were paying for. You're like, that's it? That's what we get? Yeah, it's fascinating, this thing. This particular photograph was taken in 1997, just after Service Mission 2. The Hubble hangs out 353 miles above the Earth, and so it's got a great jump on us getting outside of our atmosphere and gives us stunning images like we've never seen before. And I'm just going to tell you quickly, Chris and I were at a camp this summer, and I was trying some of these space stuff out on middle school and high school students because I figured if it worked for them, it might work for you guys tonight. And they were so cool. They were just like they're in space. The pink areas, you say it's so pretty with those little pink twinkles. No, those are ferocious star-forming incubators. And stars are being born in there even as we worship tonight.
양이
Scientists
엄청나.
say every second in the universe a new star is born.
맛있겠다.
Stars as big as our sun and bigger. We put it in place. God's just named them all. Put them where they are. It is the universe. But I want to take you way out. You guys seem like a group that's ready to go way out. I want to take you so far out, I can't even tell you what we're about to see. I can't even set it up. I can't describe it. There are no words. We are going far, 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 far out. Yes, it is.
야, 내일 좋다. 아, 좋아, 좋아. 오늘은 여기까지.